not exactly meditation, something we do before meditation in yoga, that is pranayam. So many of my close friends and relatives keep asking me about the photos and videos I keep posting about the different dishes and all of that. How do I maintain myself after having so much of junk food, all the pizzas, burgers, and everything? There's nothing, there's no secret to it actually. I'm a person who believes that you cannot be on a diet for lifelong. So what happens is when you keep thinking that okay, I don't have to eat the samosa or the pizza or the burger, you will not be able to continue it for a very long time. There will be a time when you will be like like today I want to have this, and then like you will end up having the double amount of calories. Okay, so today we are here with pranayam. Prana means the breath, the different life force of energy, and ayama means control. And pranayam together means the control of the breath. The prana creates an aura around the body. It basically flows from various thousands of subtle energy channels called nadis or else energy centers called chakras. So the quality and quantity of these pranas through the various nadis or the chakras that decides one state of mind. Uh, how the person's mental health. Uh, so what happens is when these pranas are very high in the flow and the quality is really good, one feels very conscious, relaxed, and the they have very good memory basically. And what happens is if one lacks the knowledge about their own breath, the prana, there are blockages in the nadis or the chakras, and there is the pranas or the pranic life shows the symptoms of sickness much before the physical sickness. Okay, so today we are going to practice one of the pranayam that is called Kapal Bhati. So what is Kapal Bhati? Kapal Bhati basically means Kapal is the skull and Bhati means shining. So together it is skull shining. Okay, so it is not as weird as it sounds. It basically means the mind cleanses out and all of that. So first of all, people who should not be performing pranayam are the people with high blood pressure issues, people with any kind of heart issues. When you are pregnant, you should be careful while performing pranayam. Even when you are menstruating, please be very careful. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy at any moment, please take a pause. Um, and so the benefits are numerous. Okay, it really helps in blood circulation, it improves your digestion, it really increases your metabolism, and it strengthens your lungs, liver, uh, improves your it solves all your gastric problems, give you a glowing healthy skin. It actually cures skin diseases, makes your hair grow, and it sharpens your memory. There are many benefits to it. Okay, so let's get started. I'll just show it to you all. Basically, it focuses on your abdomen. When you do Kapalbhati, you do not have to focus on your chest or any of your upper body. You don't have to go like okay, don't force it on you. You have to be very calm. First of all, you have to be very comfortable while doing it. Just your shoulders have to be very relaxed, and focus on your abdomen. When you inhale, your abdomen expands, like, and when you exhale, it relaxes and shrinks inside. Okay. It nothing as hard and fast. Just very basic breathing. You have to focus on your breathing, and if you are a beginner, just do it for 30 counts. Okay, do it very slowly. So if you are an intermediate advanced level of a yoga practicer, then you can do a bit faster. If you are a very advanced level of yoga practicer, you have been practicing Kapalbhati since a long time, you can do it for say 10 minutes. You can try doing it for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll be showing you all the three levels. Firstly, we'll start with the beginners. Very relaxed. Your hands should be like this. The index finger and the thumb placed very relaxedly. So what you have to do is, first thing you have to breathe and just let it go normally. Then you have to just focus on your abdomen. Take 30 seconds and 30 counts. Inhale, expanding your abdomen. When you exhale, your abdomen shrinks inside. That is, it relaxes.
At this point, just relax your body, observe the changes in your body, and normalize your breath.
Okay, so this was for beginners. You saw how slow I went. This was only for 30 seconds, right? You saw, how much gap I took between every breath. So what happens is your breath may fluctuate every time you breathe. Your breath will not be the same. Okay, when you inhale and you exhale, you can try it observing using the number of counts. Inhale and see how many counts you take while inhaling, and exhale and count the number of see how much do you count when you exhale. You will notice that the number of counts are not the same when you inhale and you exhale. So what you have to try doing is make this numbers equal. The count when you inhale and the count when you exhale have to be regulated and equalized. Now I'm going to do the intermediate level.
Relax your body. Observe the warmth in your belly, inner pipe, nose, and head. Just relax.
Okay. So after observing the changes that you had practicing as an intermediate, uh, next thing we will try the advanced level. Okay, so you all saw how fast I went during the advanced level. It is possible that you may feel lightheaded or fatigued or sometimes even dizzy. If you feel any of these, please just stop, take a pause, and you can even slow down. You have to build a base and gradually increase pace. So the foundation has to be very strong. For that you have to start as a beginner, that is only 30 counts, that goes really slow, just how you guys saw me doing it at the beginning. Okay, keep practicing this, and it is really good for your metabolism and the other benefits that I spoke about in the beginning. Please keep practicing, and you will be good at it gradually. We will talk about more pranayam types and more yoga types that will increase your mental health and your metabolism, and also we keep you in a happy state of mind. Thank you for watching, and please keep watching my channel for further videos. Thank you.